Greetings, and more greetings. You know, it's just a couple days after Thanksgiving Thunder. I'm trying to recover from that. Plus, this Friday coming up, I guess this is going to be shown on Friday. So that'd be today. I'm trying to figure out what match I have, trying to prepare for the taping, trying to get my head on straight for the taping this Friday. And they call me and they said, Devastating Derek, we got an idea for a match for you. I said, all right, lay it on me. Me and Diablo. What do you need? Me and Bombshell. We need the tag team titles defended. What do you need? I'll do anything. I'll do anything because I'm a goddamn champion. They said, well, why don't you come down to the studio? Pulled me out of bed. Pulled me out of the steel, hard and heavy compound where I was residing in the West Wing. I said, let me go up to the North Wing. Let me get steel. Let me go to the South Wing. Let me get Bombshell. Let me go to the East Wing. Let me get Diablo. They said, no, not necessary. We just need you down here. This is the decision you have to make. So the family sent us a little interview. We want you to take a look at it with the fans. Take a look at it at the same time as we do. And just give us your thoughts on it. I said, all right. So I got a little monitor here. I'm going to take a look. Hey, nice house. That's real nice. What is this, Better Homes and Gardens? Wow, great interview. The best talking McCracken's ever done. Oh, there they are. Oh, boy.
Season greetings, folks.
Oh.
Sit back in your family rooms and enjoy a little quality time with the family. First
Is there
off,
such thing as quality time with the family?
GQ Brandon Styles. GQ?
GQ Jackass Styles.
As always. Thank you for taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us today.
No problem. You know, I've always known that the family has had a lot of class.
Where are they hiding it?
Well, I'm here to give it a little style. But that's enough that you people need to know about me for right now. I'm going to let my boys do all the talking. Stay.
Hell of a talker.
First and foremost in our minds is Thanksgiving Thunder and the match that was not to be. We felt that we should be in the tag team championship match. But what match do we get? Get a couple guys we never even heard of. And then Scotty McCloud shows up. What's up with that? Why aren't we the number one contenders? Why aren't we in the tag team title match? I can't figure it out. But I sat back and I thought, and I said, well, let's go in this match and we'll take care of business and worry about it later. So I've been thinking, and me and McCracken and Brandon here have been thinking, we said, what can we do that Derek and Diablo will agree to give us a title match?
You got a couple women that
So
might be halfway decent looking.
I have so much confidence in
I'll
my
think
man
about
McCracken.
it.
So Devastating Derek, this is the deal. I'm challenging you to a match. I'm challenging you to take on Shawn McCracken one-on-one.
Notice he always
Just
sends
you
Shawn
and
in. Never wants to do it himself.
And if he beats you, we get a tag team title shot at Christmas Chaos. But, to make it interesting, if he loses, let's see.
Not interesting yet.
I'll take him out of Christmas Chaos. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. Don't worry. Folks, you all know that they're paper champions and they've all been ducking us. Devastating Derek, El Diablo Blanco, you've been coming out now, and now Steel's back. Steel's back, and everyone's going crazy. Oh, Steel, oh, I'm feeling bad. Oh, Steel, we won the belt. Oh. And ever since Steel's been back, things have been changing. And it's kind of going like the WWF.
The WWF?
And as Bret Hart likes to say, the sexual innuendos are going off the roof.
Sexual innuendos?
Look at the webpage the other
What the
day.
hell is he talking about? Sexual
and everything on
innuendos.
it. Well, I won't even get to it. It was so bad, I didn't even let McCracken look at it. That's how bad it was. Okay? I looked at it and I said, no. Your eyes, we have some family morals here. Family morals. And I said, Shawn, you can't even see this page. It's that bad.
Isn't Metal Bob part of the family?
What?
He wants to talk about sexual innuendos when he's got Metal
Christmas
Bob
Chaos
on board?
is
Please.
in our mind.
That guy's a sexual
And we
deviant
want a
that's been
tag
locked
team
up
title
4
match.
times.
So we'll put this matchup. I'll put Shawn McCracken up against you, 1-on-1. And I'll tell you what, make it a little more interesting. I guarantee that I will not interfere in that match. And if I do, I'll end my career. My career will be over with. I will not interfere in that
Notice
matchup.
he didn't mention the
I have so much
Philanderer
confidence in my
or
man,
GQ Brandon
McCracken.
Styles. So
He'll
I guess
beat
they can
you
interfere.
1, 2, 3. That I'll do that. Shawn?
It's as simple as this, Mark Stagg. Devastating Derek's got to put up absolutely nothing tonight except a shot at the tag team belts. I've got all the pressure.
Yeah, that's absolutely nothing.
I've got everything to lose. I've got my best friend. I've got the gold. I've got everything I've ever dreamed and wanted.
What's that
on the
ugly
line.
mug on Shawn's
All
shirt?
he simply got to do is step in the squared circle with me. But will he? I want to know, will he? I still haven't seen a document tonight saying that he will. I haven't seen anything.
It's the first I've
But
heard
I'll
of
bet
it, you big dumb
I'll bet you
jackass.
something right now. I'll bet you it never happens. And you want to know why it won't happen? Because he knows that if me and Stagg step in the ring with you two, it's all over. All the gold is gone. We'll have it around our waist again. So instead, they'll keep biting the nightmare. They'll keep biting.
Speaking of waste, does it seem to you that Mark
who else
Stagg's
has
eating
been
all the
fighting?
food and Shawn McCracken's letting him?
I don't know.
Nobody's. Because we're the number one
Absolute
contender.
nobody's.
We are the number one contender, and they've been ducking us, as usual. So Devastating Derek
Number one
challenges
contenders.
us.
Please.
Tonight, you face this man, 1-on-1. Let the better man win, and we all know who that's going to be. And at Christmas Chaos, we'll take those belts from you too. So for the family, GQ, Shawn McCracken,
And a partridge in a
Have a
pear
good
tree.
night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And happy holidays from the family.
What the hell's wrong with them? Do they have any clue of how the world works? Are they living in this secluded little familyville? Let me talk to you for a second, Mark Stagg. You want to talk about sexual innuendos? I haven't done any sexual innuendos. You want to talk about Steele's webpage? So what? She's a little racy. That's Steele. She's a sexual being. She generates a sexual heat. So what? Nothing wrong with that. And you want to talk about going the way of the WWF? Look at you two. You two fighting each other at Christmas Chaos. When I slap around Shawn McCracken, that reminds me a lot of the Luna Gold Dust angle going on. But I want to get to a couple orders of business. Yes, Shawn McCracken, Friday, or as you like to call it, tonight, because they think that the fans aren't smart enough to figure out this was taped during the week. Yes, tonight on Ringmasters, as it'll be shown on Friday, I will fight you, I will beat you, and you will wrestle Mark Stagg. And when you go in there to wrestle Mark Stagg, bring in a crane so you can lift his fat ass up off the canvas after I come out and whack him over the head. Number two, a very special time of the year has come up. And as a personal plug to myself and Diablo, I'd like to say that it's the year-end awards time. Last year, I was co-wrestler of the year with Mark Stagg. But what they failed to mention is that Diablo Blanco didn't vote last year. So I've just called him, and he said, yes, indeed, he votes for me. That puts me over Mark Stagg by 1 vote. I was the wrestler of the year last year. Now, this year, you can write to the Post Office Box 54, North Syracuse, New York. What the hell is that? 13212. You can give me that, people. Give me that. Or you can go to www.angelfire.com /y/UWA Ring. And at the bottom of that page where all the links are to my page, of course, where you can always read a lovely, lovely story written by me. And you can email me if you'd like. Please do. Also in that link, you can get to Bombshell Billy. You can get to Steele. You can get to Diablo. The rest of them don't matter. Oh, except for Jordan. Go and read Jordan's page once in a while. I like that kid. www.angelfire.com /y/UWA Ring in all capitals. And the link list is a year-end voting link. You click on that, brings you to the year-end voting page. You can look through all the categories. At the bottom of that page is an email address. Click on the email address. email in your votes, or you can write us, of course, just like last year, for the year-end voting. By the way, I'm up for everything except for Rookie of the Year. And Most Improved, because you can't get any better than this. But do vote for me for Wrestler of the Year. Do vote for Bombshell for Wrestler of the Year, because we'd like a tie. That's what we're going for this year. And Tag Team of the Year, me and Bombshell and me and Diablo are going for a tie there. And also Most Popular Wrestler of the Year. I'd like that. Why don't you just vote all the way down, all the categories down, except for Rookie of the Year, and except for Most Improved, although I think Diablo could get Most Improved, so pop his name in there. Go down the whole thing and just put Steel Stable. Steel Stable. Steel Stable. Steel Stable. That's what you could do. And then, I want you to get on the family page. I want you to email McCracken, Stag, Philanderer, Styles, Metal Bob with your condolences on the passing of Shawn McCracken. Thank you very much. I'm Devastating Derek of the Steel Stable, and I'll see you later on in the ring.
We're back with the UWA Ringmasters. Rigor Mortis already in the ring, slated to take on Mr. Happy.
Yes, small guy. How you doing today, Mr. Happy? Good luck, Mr. Happy.
Mr. Big, the Intercontinental Television Champion, joining us in the broadcast position. And Mr. Happy, you're second, if you will, at ringside, about to take on Rigor Mortis here.
Yes, I've met Mr. Happy on my travels through Europe. Met him in the great state of France. But he's really not from France. He said he was from the great country.
The great
of
country?
Finland.
Finland.
So this guy's a pretty happy guy, taking Rigor Mortis right to the blocks with a big clothesline.
Wow. Knocks Mortis right down.
Big move right here, trying to wear Rigor Mortis down early. Try to get this match over with as soon as he can. I tell you one thing, it is a pleasure sitting with you right here, small guy, doing a little commentary with you.
Now Mr. Happy trying to come off the ropes with a clothesline. Rigor Mortis coming in. Oh, gets caught.
Devastating move.
Wow.
Devastating.
Well, listen, Mr. Happy, a very methodical wrestler, doesn't like the fast pace, prefers just to punish his opponent. So he does here. He's picking him up. Wow. Drops him down in a modified backbreaker.
Mr. Happy not seeing as much of the ring as I have lately, but Mr. Happy, he'll get better as time goes on. That's what the UWA is here for.
Wow.
Big move. Oh, big clothesline into the corner.
Now, Mr. Happy at Thanksgiving Thunder kind of got pummeled, and that whole situation there.
I felt kind of responsible for that, bringing Mr. Happy in here. It's the consequences of me being out of the family that Mr. Happy had to take that pummeling blow from Mr. GQ there.
Mr. Happy now trying to pick up Rigor Mortis here. Sends him in for the ride. Let's see what he does coming off the ropes. Again, going for the clothesline, misses that. Oh, wow, they come together. Oh, wow. He just kind of forced him down.
He's got that power, Mr. Happy.
Wait a minute, here's the count. 1, 2,
beautiful.
3.
Mr. Happy taking him down right there.
Mr. Happy scores a very quick victory over
Very
Rigor
nice.
Mortis here this week on the UWA Ringmasters. Looks like Mr. Happy back to 100% here. Now picking up Rigor Mortis. What is Mr. Happy doing here?
Very nice, Mr. Happy. That's what I taught him. Sportsmanship is the key. I learned when I was within the family. They didn't have too much sportsmanship, and it kind of brought me to nowhere. You know.
Well,
what I mean?
I for one am pleased to see this kind of positive sportsmanship from members of the UWA.
Right.
Mr. Happy, Mr. Big, the Intercontinental Television Champion. We've got more wrestling action to come as we continue on the UWA Ringmasters. Don't go away.
Thank you, small guy.
Back with the UWA Ringmasters, and we have a what's going to be an interesting singles contest. There is Mr. Personality, who bailed out of the Battle Royal, took himself out of the Battle Royal. He is slated to face Diablo, one half of the UWA World Tag Team Champions, and the other half of the Tag Team Champions. Devastating Derek joining me in the broadcast position. Diablo being led out by the lovely Steel. There's Diablo.
There they are.
Devastating Derek.
There they are. And there's Diablo with him.
Dangerous Steel stable. So we'll finally get to see
There
Mr.
you go.
Personality in action
Watch
in the
this.
ring. Mr. Personality just kind of collecting himself here. Referee
Guy's
Peter
got an
North
attitude
checking
problem.
Diablo. I can't believe he bailed out of the battle. There's the bell. Mr. Personality coming over from the SCW. And wait a minute, what's this? This is Personality's leaving the ring. He's leaving the ring. I don't understand this. Referee is making the count here.
I'm not under contract with UWA. The SCW sold me down the river. I'm not here because I want to be here. I'm not jumping in here with Stickman, Mr. Spaghetti String Arms. You think I'm in here to wrestle this long here at 310?
Referee is still counting here.
He can count. Congratulations. I'm not wrestling this
13,
dude. No way.
14, 15.
I don't turn him around and use him as a mop.
Wait a minute. The referee has counted Mr. Personality out.
Now, normally I would have gotten up from the broadcast position and beat the hell out of Mr. Personality for the long-haired comments, but, you know, Diablo could take care of him if he had to. He's obviously scared. Everyone's scared to wrestle.
I don't think your
double
partner's too happy here. He was planning to wrestle, and Mr. Personality just kind of, walks out.
Personality, and if you're SCW buddies, come on, let's wrestle. I saw the damn
Hey, whoa.
Wait a minute, what's Damage Incorporated is coming to the ring. Diablo calling out for challengers, and Damage Incorporated has come in. Hey, wait a minute. Devastating Derek has just left the broadcast, but now Bombshell Billy, the World Heavyweight Champion, is here.
I'll take care of this.
Now, wait, Billy's saying.
I'll take it.
Billy says he's jumping in. He's going to jump in the ring.
All right.
This is.
I'm going to leave this in the capable hands of.
I guess we have a match. This is not the way this was originally scheduled, but we've got a matchup now. As
an impromptu.
Bombshell Billy and El Diablo go in against Brain Damage and one from Damage.
Hi.
Oh, wow, look at that. Jeez. Brain Damage just flew right over referee.
Come on, Bombshell.
To take a cheap shot at Bombshell Billy. El Diablo being sent in for the right now by Brain Damage. Shuck into the abdomen, now comes down with the elbow hard on Diablo's shoulder blades. Now look at this, into a Boston Crab. Diablo at least has the sense to get trying to get his arms up to bridge out of it a little bit.
Diablo has 104-degree fever today. He's not even supposed to be in there. He's half dead.
Damage Incorporated making the tag now. One is in the ring, and there can only be one. One setting up Diablo. What's he going to do? Drops him down the slam. Diablo left laying in the ring here. One splash in the middle of the ring. Diablo certainly took the brunt of that.
Diablo Blanco has broken ribs. His kneecaps
I thought you said he had 104-degree fever.
That's all in addition. That's all in addition.
Now Bombshell Billy trying to get in the ring, and again referee Peter North restraining Bombshell, and Damage Incorporated taking the opportunity now for the double team maneuver.
I haven't seen anything like this since 1961 when I wrestled Buddy Rogers in Comiskey Park.
Whatever.
What?
In the ring now, Brain Damage trying to work an arm submission maneuver here on Diablo Blanco.
Oh my God.
Diablo feeling the pain. Look at this, tag made now. Damage Incorporated doing some excellent tag team work here. And this match again was not scheduled. Look at this one, over to get the cheap shot on Bombshell Billy.
All illegal, all illegal.
One tosses Diablo into the corner.
He's got his IQ on his shirt. There you go. Oh, no.
Oh, wait a minute. Diablo gets caught here. The spin around into the fist to the side of the head, back into the wrong corner of town. Double team action going on here now. Bombshell Billy is going to come in, and we've got Billy on there poking the eyes to one.
Look at this. Look at that guy in the corner over there.
Diablo is really getting pummeled. Derek, you've got to be concerned for your partner's condition.
I am concerned for my partner's condition, especially since he's one half of the World Tag Team Champions, and he and I got to defend the belts all around the world. I can't have him getting injured by these.
Drops him down. Oh, look at this. Now, this is arrogance. As he drops Diablo right down in the corner to allow Bombshell Billy to make the tag, and here comes Brain Damage.
Me and Diablo have a tour. We're wrestling Freddie Blassie and Killer Kowalski in Shea Stadium next week. If he gets injured, our titles could be down out the door.
Diablo back to his speed, being assisted by Steele outside the ring. Billy in there with Brain Damage. Oh, Billy misses the maneuver. Look at this. Brain Damage is able to take him down.
This Brain Damage is brain damaged.
Oh, look at this. Just pounding him. But Billy trying to fight back here. Gets a rake of the eyes.
Does that guy feel pain? I think he's too dumb to feel pain.
He's very intense. That much I can tell you. And he's not even really the unplugged group of part of the Damage Incorporated group. I'd have to give the nod to one there for being the one who's socially.
Watch out from behind you.
Billy with a nice arm dragging, arm wringer into a takeover maneuver there.
Small guy, how many times do you get to see the World Heavyweight Champion team up with one half of the World Tag Team Champions? Not too often. It's a special treat for you kids at home. Special treat.
Bombshell Billy
Wake
with the upper hand here.
Phone the folks.
Look
the
at
world
this.
champs are
Steele getting involved here. Now wait a minute. Here comes one.
Get him back.
One being sent back to his corner by referee Peter North, and Diablo and Billy going to take advantage here for the double team maneuver. Referee counts, sent in for the ride, double clothesline.
Just a matter of time before Hard and Heavy and Diablo take over. You all right, Bombshell? 1, 2, it's all over. No, he didn't.
I think I need a beer.
Brain damage able to kick out. Let's see what happens here now as Diablo backs brain damage into the ropes. Sends him for the splash in the corner. Oh, nice.
Nice kick, Diablo. Nicely done. My impartiality is second to none.
I would second that, yes.
Thank you.
Wait a minute. One trying to
Can you
make
tag outside the ring?
Tag outside the ring.
What is this? What is this? A little Mexican match? Yeah.
No, I'm afraid not. This is UWA Wrestling standard tag team rules applying in
Back
this
to the
match.
ropes. Diablo off. Little duck. Oh my God.
Wait a minute, look at this. Oh, power slam into a cradle too, and no. Not able to get it. Now Diablo rolls it over too, and no.
Yeah.
Referee almost, that was 2 7/8 right there.
Tag him. Oh, no, you can't.
I think it's as simple as this. These guys are marks for their shirts.
What does that mean?
Now brain damage for the ride again into the corner, and Diablo working him over with some martial arts style short chopping kicks.
Uh-oh.
Backing up, what's he going to do here? And drops in on him.
That's just humiliation. That's just humiliation.
Bombshell Billy tagging
Turn up your
back
nose
in.
at me. Do you know I'm one half of the World Tag Team Champions?
I'm perfectly
Former
aware of that.
two-time
Thank
world
you.
champion?
I'm aware of that as well.
All right.
The current world heavyweight champion Bombshell Billy in the ring.
Oh, going downstairs.
Getting some shots right in the breadbasket from brain damage. Brain rolling over, and he's going to make the tag to one.
Oh.
One comes in. One you have to watch. He's very unstable. Oh,
Nice
wow.
shot. Bombshell's been in these positions before, and he can come back.
Look at these punches. Unbelievable.
Hi. Open the hand. I gotta go up there. You got a referee shirt. I gotta get in there.
Oh, look at this. Choking by one, using the bottom rope for leverage on Bombshell. Now one pouring it on here. Chop. Another chop. Just laying the blows in on Bombshell. Choking him back against the ropes.
Diablo.
Wait a minute, what is this here?
I want you to cheat, and I want you to cheat well. Don't worry about it. Cheat? You understand? Poke him in the eyes, pull out his hair. I don't care what you have
What
to do.
is this?
I gotta check. What? Are we on?
What do you think you're doing?
Wrestle a clean match, my friend.
We heard.
What?
We heard all we needed to hear. Thank you very much. One now getting a kick from Bombshell Billy. Belly with a rake of the eyes.
Greco-Roman rake of the eyes. He's skilled in the amateur moves.
I'm sure that's listed as an amateur move. Sure.
Oh, it looked to be a big fat fest. Oh, he lost his contact. There it is.
Come on, one.
Now, as you can see, Diablo a tailor, and sometimes he likes to check on people's jeans to see how the stitching is. That's all that is. See? There he goes. Checking the size. Hey, what size do you wear? Hey, I wear a 32.
Billy calling out brain damage. And now they're taking the advantage to work the double team over here in the corner on Damage Incorporated. Billy just pummeling one down in the corner.
Wow. That one better keep his hands off Diablo. Look at him. Using the back of his head to smack Diablo's hand.
Come on, one.
You all right?
Hey, what happened? All right.
The bodacious steal at ringside.
I would agree with that, but I'd also say there was some lack of communication there between Diablo and Billy for a second.
Well, they're not used to tagging up. You know,
Well,
normally
this
me
is
and
true.
Bill team up.
This is true. I
Diablo team up.
will grant them that. You know, Diablo far more used to the tag team wars than Billy is. Billy being the current world heavyweight
They're used to
champion.
teaming up at the local hoochie bars. That's where we're the six-man tag champs.
Leg grapevine here by Diablo Blanco. One gets to the ropes to get the hold broken.
If Ivan, Nikita, and Crusher want to put those six-man belts on the line, Hard and Heavy and Diablo are ready. How about that?
Come on, one. Counter.
Jim Crockett will sign that for us.
Wow.
Ooh, look at
One trying to hold on for the sunset flip, but Diablo able to convert the momentum into a solid back body drop.
Hey.
What kind of guts does Bombshell Billy have, being a world champion and stepping up to the plate?
Cutting the ring off, one being dragged over to the corner here.
Please,
And
watch that
smashed
hair.
into the turnbuckle, now smashed into the boot.
Oh.
Puts up those big combat boots.
One's got a hell of a forehead. It's damn near a 5-head, really.
Set in for the ride now. Reversal by one, and one uses the opportunity to make the tag. And wow, brain damage comes in like a house on fire and just drills Diablo. Goes for the figure four and locks the figure four in the middle of the ring.
He is some kind of hot.
Now Billy trying to get in there, and look at this. Here's some teamwork by Damaging, some added leverage outside
I gotta
the
go
ring.
check my boots over here. Oh, forget it.
Billy again trying to get over there and cannot get there, and again the leverage maneuver there by Damage Incorporated. Brain Damage finally breaks the hold. I have no idea what he's up to here. Guy drops the boot right in the bread basket, maybe a little lower than that.
Diablo's got things well in hand.
Now hooking him up. Is he going to go for it again? Trying to lock in the figure four again, and he does.
I haven't seen anything
Look at
like
this, holding
this.
on to the ropes for leverage. Referee Peter North not in position to see the rope grab.
I haven't seen worse referee
Referee counting one,
officiating.
two. Diablo almost pinned in this figure four, and it's going to be hard for him to hold on another 2 count in.
Oh my jeez!
Unbelievable.
What the?
Wait a minute, devastating. Derek is leaving the broadcast position. Diablo is hurt in the ring. Diablo is hurt. Damage Incorporated has scored a victory.
UWA, let that be a warning. We're taking over, baby. A warning.
Unbelievable. Damage Incorporated scores the win over the impromptu tag team of Bombshell Billy and Diablo Blanco. Diablo finally back to his feet. This war is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. We can assure you of that.
Hey, Paul, why is it every damn time one of us is in the ring, this is a scenario where we're all sitting here wondering how the hell we got bum rushed? What the hell happened? How we got screwed? Looks to me like we're going to have to get us three in the ring, those three in the ring, all at the same time, and there's no surprise.
Sounds like maybe the Steel Stable is throwing down the challenge for a potential 6-man matchup against all 3 members of Damage Incorporated. We'll have to see what the UWA Commissioner's Office has to say about that one. More action coming up on the UWA Ringmasters. We're back on the UWA Ringmasters, and Mr. Big is set to defend the UWA Intercontinental TV title. This is a return match from Thanksgiving Thunder, as he will take on part of the family, or at least he's part of the family now. We're talking about the Philanderer, showing off his physique here, Dalton Payne.
You want to talk about shocks? What about the Philanderer joining the family?
I know that was a very big surprise. Here comes the Intercontinental TV champion, Mr. Big, coming to the ring.
I gave you a title shot at Thanksgiving Thunder because I thought you had talent. I thought you were good in this ring. But you bring that nonsense Mark Stagg and that idiot Shawn McCracken and that faceless freak Metal Bob.
Once you step in the ring, flag out, buddy.
Nice guy.
The two of them are engaging in a little bit of a smack war with each other.
Look at that! Look at that belt. That used to fit so much better around my waist.
Mr. Big getting ready to climb into the ring here against the Philanderer.
Enough talk. Let's get to the fight.
I tell you, they had an outstanding matchup at Thanksgiving Thunder. It went back and forth. There's the bell as we get underway. Defense of the Intercontinental TV title. Mr. Big and the Philanderer. Look at this. Big shoved into the ropes by the Philanderer.
You know, you
not
think,
having any of that.
You think the Philanderer would have learned from their last match that you're not going to move Mr. Big.
Oh, Mr. Big has him by the throat here. Now, oh
boy.
That was a shot that was almost a little bit low there by Big. Big puts the Philanderer in the ropes, comes off clothesline. Philanderer going down hard. Big coming back over.
I've been on the receiving end of those Mr. Big clotheslines before, and let me tell you, they do not tickle.
Is there any way you can get Mr. Big off his feet?
Just like the strategy you got to use for all the big guys. Work on the legs. Hey, I beat him 3 times. I should know.
The Philanderer trying to get a breather here, and Big is not having any of that either, but Philanderer ducks outside the ropes here. Referee Peter North has to back away Mr. Big.
I got to give Mr. Big a lot of credit, though. He really came into his own after getting dropped, pardon the pun, by the family. You know, he's really proven his worth here in the UWA.
Now, I should mention that UWA Commissioner Ray Vassell has added a stipulation in this match. You notice Mr. Happy is not at ringside for Mr. Big. Vassell, after viewing the tapes of Thanksgiving Thunder, issued an edict that no members of the family nor Mr. Happy would be allowed at ringside for this match. Commissioner Vassell wanted this to be a one-on-one return match to allow both competitors to go at it for the television title here.
Ray Vassell laying down the lie here. But you know what? It is kind of lonely out here without Mr. Happy. You guys ever notice that?
It's almost too quiet out here.
Let me see if I can help. Come on, Mr. Big, let's go!
Wow, thunderous slam there by Mr. Big. Here's a cover and a hook of the leg, too, and no. Philanderer able to kick out of the pinning predicament. Big coming back over here, laying some shots into the head. Philanderer looks a little worse for wear here.
Well, it's the classic example of the bigger guy wearing out the little guy. Philanderer's got to go. There you go. Moves like that. Now work it. You got to work on the body parts. That's the only way to keep this guy off his feet.
Philanderer, let's see what he's up to. Philanderer coming up on the second rope here. Going to plant the elbow. Nicely executed.
Beautiful Bret Hart-like elbow.
Philanderer likes the aerial maneuvers with being of a lighter weight and the lean build that he has. So we cover here. 1, 2. Big kicks out of it.
It is a very interesting matchup. The high-flying moves of the Philanderer against the ground-based power of Mr. Big. It's interesting to see how this is going to turn out.
Now, for all the high-flying moves, though, the Philanderer relies on a very solid ground-based maneuver. Yes. He calls it the blind date as his finishing maneuver now. Oh, look at that. God. Incredible. Philanderer went up for the drop kick, and Big puts both feet up to throw the block. And, boy, that took the starch right out of the Philanderer's shorts.
Beautiful ring sense by Mr. Big to get his big hoofs up there just in time to block that.
Working the legs here now, turning the leg over. Oh!
That's going to hurt. When 300
pounds, that is going to hurt.
When 300 pounds comes down to the back of your knee like that, it's going to leave a mark.
Mr. Big bringing the Philanderer back up. Now, wait a minute. He's called for a DDT.
Oh!
Slaps him right down. Now, Mr. Big coming over. Rolls onto the cover, hooks the leg, too, and no!
Look at that cocky pin. Come on now.
Yeah, Mr. Big at least having the sense to hook the leg, but she not executing the true lateral press to get the pinfall.
You know better than that, Mr. Big. Come on now.
All right, let's see what happens here. A version of a sleeper hold here.
Almost a Cobra clutch type.
Very much like that. Now the Philanderer trying to break out of it, and he does. That's the way to get out of it.
He almost cut. That was a version of the cutter.
Yeah, very good version of it as well. It's certainly effective as it puts Big flat out on the mat.
This guy's been talking to the Chameleon, stealing other people's moves.
Now this, the Philanderer laying the shots in on the legs of Mr. Big. Trying to take the wheels out from under him, Dalton. Must have been listening to you.
Yeah, you know, that's the way to go with big guys. You know, I've learned from experience, and believe me, you can't work on the upper body like a Mr. Big, you know. There's just too much up there to absorb all the punishment. You got to work on the legs.
I've got to imagine that somewhere the rest of the members of the family are watching.
Don't get me started on the family. Don't get me started. You know, Ray Vassell wants to come out here and lay down his rules, but, you know, I've been getting my ass handed to me week in and week out by the family. Every match I have, I can't have a clean match with Mark Stagg without half the family jumping out and hit me with briefcases and double cutters or whatever. So don't get me started.
Philanderer goes for the splash, and instead takes a boot right in the throat from Mr. Big. Big picking up the Philanderer here. Let's see what happens. Coming off the ropes. Picks him up. Sidewalk
beautiful.
Slam.
Beautiful.
1, 2, no. Does not get the Philanderer with the sidewalk slam. Now picking him up. See what Mr. Big's got in store here. He's got the momentum. Going to take him back into the corner. Sent for the ride whip across. And now the big
that's
splash.
it. That's it. Wait a minute. What's he going for?
Look at this.
Oh, my God.
He's got him in the torture rack.
Oh, my God. Mr. Big.
And that's it. The referee's call for the bell. Philanderer submits to the torture rack.
Mr.
Incredible. That's the first time we've seen Mr. Big use the big power maneuver like that.
I have never seen Mr. Big use the torch rack. He's always used on his big size and those big splashes to finish you off.
Mr. Big retains the
It's as simple as this, Mark Stagg. Devastating Derek's got to put up absolutely nothing tonight except a shot at the tag team belts. I've got all the pressure. I've got everything to lose. I've got my best friend. I've got the gold. I've got everything I've ever dreamed and wanted on the line. All he's simply got to do is step in the squared circle with me. But will he? I want to know, will he? I still haven't seen a document tonight saying that he will. I haven't seen anything. But I'll bet you something right now. I'll bet you it never happens. And you want to know why it won't happen? Because he knows that if me and Stagg step in the ring with you two, it's all over. All the gold is gone. We'll have it around our waist again. So instead, they'll keep fighting the Nightmare. They'll keep fighting the who else have they been fighting lately? I don't know.
Nobody's. Because we're the number one
Absolutely
contender.
nobody.
We are the number one contender, and they've been ducking us, as usual. So Devastating Derek, the challenge is out. Tonight, you face this man one-on-one. Let the better man win, and we all know who that's going to be. And at Christmas Chaos, we'll take those belts from you too. So for the family, GQ, Shawn McCracken, have a good night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. And happy holidays from the family.
Gentlemen.
Welcome back to UWA Ringmasters. We've got a special stipulation match on tap here as Devastating Derek, one half of the UWA Tag Team Champions, is going to be taking on the families, Shawn McCracken. And the stipulation is if Shawn gets the victory, then the family is going to get a shot at the UWA World Tag Team titles at Christmas Chaos. So there is a lot on the line here. There's GQ Brandon Styles at ringside, Shawn McCracken in the ring, and here comes Devastating Derek, one half of the UWA World Tag Team Champions, with a lovely Steel as his companion. Dalton Payne joining me here in the broadcast position, and wow, there's a lot on the line in this match here, and some really bad blood between these two.
That's right. Ray Vassell decided to finally pull some strings and get a decent color guy in here this week, and you know, Devastating Derek, if that's not the most arrogant piece of trash you've ever seen in your life, you know, I don't know who is. Shawn McCracken, you know, he weighs 90 pounds soaking wet. This should be the battle of the stick figures.
Devastating Derek making his way into the ring. McCracken coming off that real high-impact match at Thanksgiving Thunder where the Philanderer became a member of the family.
What a turn of events that was. No one saw that.
That was a surprise. Of course, Metal Bob says he knew nothing about it. I think otherwise, of course. Arm drag takeover by Devastating Derek as we get underway here.
Well, I'll tell you something about Metal Bob. He knows a lot about nothing.
McCracken rolling his way up. Derek looking for some leverage here around the back of the head, kind of converting it into a face lock. Derek down on the mat. McCracken
Classic.
Going for some shots on the leg here.
Classic McCracken always goes for the pins, the wheels. Always tries to take the big guys out.
Leg drop on the knee.
Like I said 1,000 times before, if a man can't stand, he can't fight.
Well, especially in the case of working on devastating Derek's legs here. Important because Derek, a very tall competitor, and you take those wheels out, and he's going to be very ineffective.
Exactly.
McCracken, shot to the chest and the abdomen area. Quick cover here. 1, 2.
No, you're not going to get Derek like that.
Wow, and look at that kick out. Derek with a lot of leverage there.
Don't forget, devastating Derek also likes to utilize that super kick. So if you can take the legs out, you know, you're taking away half his arsenal.
Oh, McCracken gets a shot in the midsection here. Derek coming back up to a vertical base. Shots to the head, right to the chin. Oh, look at that shot. Referee was looking at steel there, missed the whole thing.
Well, I can see, you know, I can't blame the guy.
He should be focusing on the match in the ring.
Well, I'm focusing on other action. I can't help it.
Derek picking up Shawn out, fireman's carry. Airplane spin by devastating Derek. Look at that, just whizzing him around. Unbelievable.
This isn't ballet. Drop him and pin him.
Derek a little groggy after that spin. Dumps McCracken down on the mat.
You know, with those colored pants and McCracken spinning that fast, I thought I was having a flashback.
Wait a minute. Oh, look at this, another
my.
spin.
Look at that washboard stomach. Look at that
Unbelievable.
washboard stomach. The former champ in prime shape.
Ugh. And down on the mat goes Shawn McCracken. Devastating Derek coming over to have a few words with GQ Brandon Styles. Brandon never goes anywhere without that Halliburton case.
I noticed that. And, do you also notice he's dressed like a Florida businessman today? Look at him.
McCracken calling out for his tag team partner. Of course, this is a singles match. No tag team action involved here.
Well, it's not like Mark Staggs who put up much of a fight anyways, but...
Oh! A killer chop by devastating Derek. McCracken barely able to stand up. Another chop there by devastating Derek. McCracken down against the ropes.
That one's going to leave a mark in the morning.
GQ Brandon over here to relay some information, some strategy. Of course, we all know what GQ Brandon's strategy is. It's all with that Halliburton case. We saw that come into effect at Thanksgiving Thunder. Look at this nice rollover maneuver and pinning predicament here. Oh!
What are you talking about? I saw Halliburton come into effect with a match that I had with Mark Stagg, and believe me, I saw that up close and personal. I still owe the family a little payback for that. I haven't forgotten. He's got a new looking Halliburton there, but trust me, his day is going to come. Oh, there it is. There it is. He likes to call that the Chuck Austin.
It certainly worked. Derek down on the mat. McCracken trying to decide what he wants to do here. Look at there's a rollover and do a variation of a Boston Crab. Potential submission maneuver here. He's got the legs grapevine.
Putting tremendous pressure on the small of the back.
Look at this. Derek bridging out and McCracken rolled back. Interesting way to get out of that maneuver. Derek using a little bit of leverage there from the upper body and then using those long legs of his, able to spring McCracken out of that maneuver. Get himself freed up. Now whip off the ropes. McCracken setting him up. Coming in. Sleeper hold.
And Derek is so tall, McCracken has to jump on his back to get the full effect of the sleeper.
Good job here by McCracken though, because he's got Derek bent over and making Derek carry his entire weight while he's holding the sleeper. Derek going almost down to one knee here.
Now see, if Derek were smart, what he'd do is grab the back of his head and flip him over and reverse the hold on him. See, now if I was in there, that's what I'd do. But you know, if I was in there against either of these two pieces of trash, the match would be over by now, so it doesn't really matter.
Referee Peter North checking with devastating Derek. Are going up once. We could have a submission here. Derek able to come back. Look at this. Derek getting back up, trying to take some of that pressure off. McCracken.
He's going for a ride, son.
What happens here? Look at that spin into the corner. McCracken takes a shot right in the back. McCracken slumped down in the corner. Devastating Derek still out here in the ring.
Right now, this is anyone's matchup. Derek actually getting up a little faster than McCracken.
Now remember the stipulation here. If Shawn McCracken beats Devastating Derek, then the family will have a tag team title shot at Christmas Chaos. McCracken coming back over now. Derek fighting back, trading blows in the center of the ring here. Derek coming off the ropes, spinning discus punch.
The shades of the late Kerry Von Erich.
McCracken being brought up.
McCracken's going to need to sit on a pillow after this match.
Tell you what, McCracken looks like he might be running out of gas here. Derek with the attempted clothesline doesn't get it. And, oh
my God.
Turned it into a flying neckbreaker variation. Nice maneuver by McCracken. Here's the cover, 2 and 3. Shawn McCracken gets the pinfall on Devastating Derek. And that means now that the family will get a World Tag Team title. Wait a minute, there's Diablo. He's got the Halliburton case.
Here comes Mark Stagg.
Mark Stagg coming into the ring here. Now, wait a minute. What's it? Metal Bob is here?
Metal Bob Corner and Teresa Steele.
Unbelievable. Diablo and Brandon Styles mixing it up with Derek. We've got just everything is out of control here.
Everyone's
Absolutely
fighting for that
out of
Halliburton.
Control. Mark Stagg and Diablo fighting it out here.
Derek coming to the aid of Steele.
And they're taking the action outside there. Oh, look at that. Brandon Styles just got cold-cocked by a super kick from Devastating Derek. Derek now has McCracken.
There it goes.
Him up. Is it going to be the Devastating pile driver? Yes! Drops him right down on his head. Brandon Styles out. McCracken is out. Derek and Diablo coming into the ring. The World Tag Team Champions. Wait a minute. Brandon is back up.
Let me tell you something, Derek. You can prance around with your pretty hair all you want, but McCracken's got the victory, and that's all that matters.
Well, these two groups are going to clash at Christmas Chaos. Devastating Derek and El Diablo will now have to defend the UWA World Tag Team titles against McCracken and Stagg from the family. That is going to be an unbelievable match at Christmas Chaos.
Personally, they're all pieces of trash. I don't really care who wins the damn title.
Okay.